The shadow of the giants. There are giants buried in the earth. Not fossils, not myths. Bodies. Real bodies. Creatures so big their ribs can form caves. Creatures that died long before humans even existed. But what everyone gets wrong is this. Giants don't stay dead. Not all of them. Some creatures are too old to die properly. Too ancient to disappear. Some of them keep moving even when no one can see them. Tonight's story is about the day one of those unseen giants woke up. Part 1. The Vanishing Valley. My name is Arlen. I'm a wildlife photographer. 3 months ago, the government closed off a remote valley in northern Canada. No explanation. No warnings. Just a message. Do not enter under any circumstances. So naturally, I went. I hiked for 2 days straight. The deeper I went, the stranger everything became. The trees bent in the same direction. Birds flew in circles, like they were confused. The air felt heavy, like the atmosphere itself was afraid. Then, out of nowhere, I heard thunder. But the sky was clear. The ground shook, not like an earthquake, more like a footstep. A single, impossibly huge footstep. And then another. But I didn't see anyone. Nothing big, nothing small, just empty forest. And the sound of something massive walking around me. Part 2. The White-Eyed Spirit at night. I made camp. Around midnight, the forest went silent. No wind, no crickets, no movement. A cold rush of air passed through me. My fire dimmed, almost going out. Then I saw her. A woman, standing between the trees, tall, thin, skin pale like frost, eyes completely white. She didn't blink. She didn't breathe. She just pointed behind me. I slowly turned and saw a giant skeleton lying in the valley. The bones stretched farther than my flashlight could reach. The skull was the size of a small house, its jaw broken, ribs shattered, hands buried deep under the soil. But the ground around it was moving, like something beneath it was breathing. The pale woman whispered, "Do not step on the shadows." Then she vanished, like smoke pulled away by an invisible hand. And suddenly, the skeleton's head twitched. Part 3. The invisible giant. Every instinct I had told me to run. But the ground cracked open. A deep, rumbling growl filled the entire valley. Then I saw it. Not directly. Not with my eyes. I saw the world bending. Trees swaying inward. Grass flattening. The shape of something enormous moving in front of me. But nothing visible. An unseen giant. A creature so big and so old. The human eye couldn't perceive it. Only the world around it reacted. Footsteps sank into the soil. Branches snapped at chest height. Air bent around a massive shape. Then a huge shadow fell over me. A shadow with no source. I stepped backward, and my foot slipped into the giant skeleton's shadow. Instantly, my leg went numb. Something grabbed me. Not physically. My shadow was being pulled, dragged toward the skeleton like it was alive. A voice boomed. "Return." Not spoken aloud, spoken inside my bones. I ripped my leg free and crawled away. The invisible giant stepped over me, its presence crushing the air like pressure underwater. And then it turned its head. I couldn't see its face, but I felt it watching. Part 4. The giant's memory. I ran. Branches whipped my arms. Roots grabbed my ankles. But the forest moved with the giant. Trees bending aside for it. Soil sinking with each step. Everywhere I turned, it was already there, like it wasn't chasing me, but hurting me. Finally, I stumbled into a clearing, a circle of stones. Ancient carvings, symbols of towering figures with blank faces. And in the center, the pale woman again. She whispered, "Its body died. Its spirit did not." She pointed at the giant skeleton. "That is its grave. But it has forgotten. It wanders blind. I swallowed hard. What does it want? She looked up, her voice trembling. A replacement. I didn't understand until I saw my shadow. It was longer, distorted, stretching unnaturally behind me, like something else was pulling it taller, wider, like the giant was reshaping me. Part 5, The Sacrifice of Shadows. The pale woman stepped closer. Her voice shook. The giant needs a spirit, a shadow, a life. It chose you. I backed away. No, I didn't do anything. She touched my shoulder. Her hand was cold. You stepped in its shadow. That is the binding. Behind me, the forest thundered. The unseen giant was approaching, each step exploding like distant bombs. The ground shuddered. Leaves fell. Animals fled. Its massive invisible hand lowered toward me, hair bending, grass flattening, branches snapping. I screamed, and the pale woman shoved me aside. She stepped directly under the descending shadow. Her body stretched unnaturally, her bones cracking, her spine elongating. She screamed, but it wasn't fear. It was defiance. Take me instead. The shadow swallowed her. The giant let out a roar that shook the mountains. Then it vanished. Silence returned. The giant had accepted her and spared me. But the wind whispered something horrifying. Return. Soon. Part 6. A final warning. I ran from that valley and never looked back. But last week, I noticed something. My shadow is getting longer again, stretching at impossible angles. Sometimes at night, I hear footsteps behind me, huge footsteps. The lights in my house flicker when something big walks past. Yesterday, I saw a handprint on my wall, a massive one, nearly invisible. Just a faint outline, but it was warm. The giant has not forgotten me. The pale woman delayed it, but she didn't stop it. Because every night, I hear the same whisper she warned me about. Shadows return to their giants, and I think soon I won't be able to run anymore.